All right, well, here we are in the last week, and I was thinking this week that it really doesn't leave much time before we start the fall semester on the 19th, does it? I can't believe that's in 2 short weeks. So we have a week of class, and if you're going to be around for the fall semester, then we just have 1 week off, and then we're right back at it. So um, that's okay. It's time. It is what it is. So good luck with enjoying your one last week of summer, and then I hope to see you around in the fall. So throughout this class, we've looked at several different societies and periods in time, periods in history, and how physical education and sport was viewed and treated in that particular culture and time. We looked at the ancient Greeks and we looked at the ancient Egyptians. And we looked at World War II, during that period. And we're looking at some more this week. We're kind of bringing ourselves up to the present. So, lots of different philosophies and different ways that the body was viewed or that sport was used in some of those different time periods and different cultures throughout time. And so this week's reaction asks you to pick any two you want, two of those societies or time periods, and compare and contrast some of the different ways that sport and physical education, physical health, were viewed and treated during that time. So kind of what the dominant cultural views and practices were in those various societies or time periods. So that's this week's reaction. Just a quick word on your quiz questions. I have really thought that you've done a nice job with these. I'm seeing a lot of detail and thought. And like I've said a few times throughout this class, I really just want to see that you've read and digested some of those details. So that's what I'm wanting to see in the quizzes. And summer classes are so hard because time is compressed and you really just have to get through that material, just receive and digest the material. And so what I was asking for in the quizzes was just to see some of that, your work with that detail. So thank you for that. I appreciate that through this semester. So this is the last week, and what is going to happen after this week's deadline? So what's going to happen after this Friday, because class is over? So grades are due at the beginning of next week. So I will be grading immediately after this week's deadline, like over the weekend, because I have to submit grades early next week. So, I want to give you a day or two to digest the grades that I give you this week. Give you a day or two to look over your final grade on Blackboard. Make sure you don't have any questions for me. Make sure you're calculating what your grade is and you're okay with it. Maybe you want to know why I took off points on something or why something isn't graded, and maybe I'm missing some assignments from you and you need to look at that and realize that. So if you haven't already, and a few of you have asked me throughout the semester, and I appreciate you looking and paying attention to your grade, but if you haven't lately, it's a good idea to get a head start on looking through your grades this week for the whole semester. So go back and look at your grades from the previous weeks. Make sure you're okay with it. Go ahead and calculate your final grade, which is, your current points based on the total points that are available. Just calculate a percentage of that, and make sure that you kind of know what you're getting. So, I'm calculating your grade based on your points on Blackboard. So you can do the same thing. So the sooner you do that, the better. I've got to turn in grades, like I said, at the beginning of next week. And after that passes, it's over. I can't go back and re-look at one of your grades. So that's your job this week, is to go through your grades, make sure you don't have any issues where I might have did something wrong. Let me know. That's your job this week. So thanks. A lot of you have been looking at that, and I appreciate that. If you haven't, though, this is the time this week, because after this week, it's over. We got to move on. It's fall is coming quick. So we've got to go ahead and turn those grades in early next week. So that's your big job this week. So have a good week. And again, I appreciate your time and your effort in this class. Man, it's supposed to be hot this week. So hang in there. Fall is on the way. August is probably my least favorite month. So better weather, better times are on the way. this fall is going to be good. So, again, thank you for this summer, and one more week, and we got it. So thanks again. Have a good week.